Hey there, welcome to this training module. So this is the first out of a number of videos that I'm going to record. I'm going to talk to you about some of the items that you're going to find in our secretary manual. So if you're here, it's because you've been hired. You're now a secretary. Congratulations. We appreciate you and we appreciate you having you on board. And so some of the things that I want to go over are the basics of what you're going to be looking at, give you some tidbits of information that are going to be useful. So I'm going to request that you watch these videos at least 3 times so that you're able to get familiar with the concepts that I'm talking to you about, as well as get familiar with our organization and what it is that we do for people, because it's very important. Many times there's going to be downtimes in the office, and so we always want to be doing something. The first thing that you're going to find in the secretary manual is the introduction, and it's going to explain what we stand for here in the office. The 3 main pillars are: we offer people value, we do it through integrity, and we like to keep our word. When I say value, so anytime you're offering somebody value, is they're finding something useful when they come into the office. So always be offering the person value. So for example, if you are in the front desk, offering a person value would be saying hello, hi, how are you, how are you doing, good morning, may I offer you some water, can I get you some water, can I get you a soda, we have a fridge. You get them those items if they would like to. Sometimes we have pastries up front, we have coffee, so you want to offer them those things. Those are the value added items. The other items that are not so self-explanatory is a nice conversation. Let's say you're not busy, have a conversation with the person while they're waiting. I might be on an appointment, might be busy doing some stuff, maybe they got there a little bit earlier. The other thing is, when they get there, you want to make sure you notify me or whoever they have the appointment with. So you want to make sure you come over and you say, listen, your 2 o'clock is here, it's now 1:30, but they came in early. Okay, great. If I have time, I can accommodate them. If not, I will let you know so you can reiterate the message. But you always want to be trying to offer value in every which way possible, whether it be to our patrons, our customers, or whether it be to the organization, right? So offering value is the first pillar. The next pillar is integrity. So we try to do things with as much integrity as possible. Number one, if you don't know the answer to something and somebody's calling and asking about it, make sure you let them know, you know what, that's a good question. Let me find out about that for you. And you go, you do the research, and you keep your word. If you tell them, hey, I'm gonna call you back regarding this, make sure you write it down. Make sure you set it up as a task on your agenda and your calendar, and that way you can get back to the person and not forget. Because if you do forget, then you're failing on the next concept, which is you're not keeping your word. If you tell somebody, hey, listen, I'm gonna get back to you, let me call you, make sure you get their information, make sure you verify the information. If you're getting somebody's number, you always make sure to double check what the phone number is. You repeat it back to them and make sure that's the number they want you to call them back at. Do not rely on the caller ID, because sometimes people want you to call them back on a different line, not necessarily the one they called in. You may want to jot that other one down, even if they give you a different number, just to have a couple of numbers, just in case they don't answer the other one, or maybe they forgot the other one and it was a wrong number, whatever the case might be. But if you have backup, great, that's even better. But make sure you keep your word. So those 3 pillars are value, integrity, and word. So those are the things that we stand for. Anything that you do here in the office, you have to think about it. Is this offering value? Is this having integrity on my part? And are we keeping our word? So if you want to make sure that you're here for the long run, you're going to abide by those values. That's the way we look at everything. So anytime there's a new situation that comes up that maybe you do not know what to do, you're going to refer back to these. Where does it fall in that spectrum? Am I offering value? I don't know if I can give you any examples, but like if somebody, normally when you're in the workplace, there tends to be certain certain situations, I should say. And if you're not offering value, for example, let's say that you have coworkers and your coworkers confide on you with something, and you decide to go and tell another coworker, and you start a rumor, that's not offering value, right? So that's just a very simple example, not really anything that would apply here potentially, but it's just an example of something, a situation that you would not be offering value in if you're, doing that type of action. So here in the office, people come in, we offer them value. People leave, we at least give them value. Sometimes I can't help somebody, but at least I want to offer them some type of value and be a resource. Maybe I'll give them a phone number for an organization that might be able to help them, because sometimes people say, hey, listen, I need help with this. I have a workers' comp case, I need a lawyer, or whatever the case might be, and I don't, obviously I do not do that. We do not do that here in the office. So, and for me, it's very simple. Let me just find somebody for you. Let me give you a phone number. Here you go. Talk to that person. At least, I gave them value. They did not waste their time when they came and spoke to me. So keep those things in mind: value, integrity, and word. Again, those are the pillars that we stand on. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you can't figure it out and you can't ask right away what to do, you need to make sure you think about it. That's another point. If you do not know, you're not gonna know all the answers for sure. We do not expect you to know all the answers for sure. We also expect you to have a head on your shoulders and be able to think, be able to figure out certain situations. If the situations that come up are not on the secretary manual, you have to do your best to figure them out and then bring that to our attention so that we can potentially update the manual, or maybe there is a response on how to do it, but maybe it's not laid out in the manual. In which case it's fine. We're able to add it because the manual is a living document. So just keep that in mind, and let us know, let whoever, Noemi or myself or whoever's in charge of overseeing your work, let us know so that we can update the manual. All right, thank you, and I'll see you in the next module.